Niswenga pa sakantikon GARO HILLS NEWS24 channel onaram chaksoa. Tali kata bichong rangde. Opposition dalgapa Dr. Mukul Sangma, Northeastern Hill University ong ingapa obostani bidango namat pulna, Union aro adok surkari rangko didianga. Dr. Mukul Sangma, International Sima arirango biap rangko bangbang dona nangja niaga nangaha. TMC Party, All Party Committee baksa railway ni bidango bak manpagin ma manpajawani bidango ngani ongkatenga. Meghalaya adokni dalru rubainga pa chadamberang na Elite Pathway Program ko ngata. Meghalaya ni Power Department, Indian Energy Exchange ni kita electricity surplus ko generate kana agana. Meghalaya adok sports ni aba o dalru rubai ingon sports na gisik nangpa chadamberang ko jakamoni namit harina kita Elite Pathway Program ko ngatenga. Yano adok ni sak hajal kholachi bisarang rabiani ko chatote sak chisasan super elite pathway ona sokto wangaha aru wamangko Australian Olympian Ian Campbell redlinga wanake batangaman bulsi githam rangonin Ian Campbell Meghalaya adokni district ki antishin re ruruwe niani ko dakinga aru uni yare ruruwe niani ko dakani de sports na gisik nangpa changgaba sakba bi sarangko sanina nonga daki ingon Meghalaya adok hajalgani kogruksni bulsiyo National Games ko sokachak namba thari samsue dongenga ha Wasan ogagija campaign ni agana ni gitade adoko athlete rang daldo ba mutengsa ongkhuinga aru wamang phangna khalrunggpa Olympian rang baksa aru Commonwealth Games veteran rang baksa sa susagena ni agana nga ha
So we've now Sportality we've now tested over 30,000 children in Meghalaya and once we analyze all that data we then some children who are excellent talents are put into an elite pathway program for a year to develop their talents through training in their home villages and home districts. And then if they have extreme talent, they have an opportunity to come into our top program, which is the super elite pathway program called SEP. And out of 30,000 tests, 30,000 children, there's only 11 people in the SEP program out of 30,000. Very difficult to get into.
Meghalaya ni Power Department, Jian Power Minister A.T. Mondal ni daktalani yung ingacham, yan Indian Energy Exchange ni kita, electricity surplus ko generate kana, aro monetize kana bachingi nga ha. Ya jaku ko de ani de, ado ko ruta sumoy na, bijoli ni bidingo na merakina ramat hariani yung nga, may na ado ko umian shini kumiyangani jajingani ko rabay nga ha. Wanda ki Mondal, adoko chirangko chumungani bidingo ba janmanan thalate unani ko dakanga ha.
Many people, even last time, some of you also raised the issue that as water level has gone down because there may be some more leakage and all this thing, or seepage, whatever you say. The thing is that nothing to this reduction in the level is nothing to do with either leakage or seepage. Many people were also telling me that this time water was there in the month of say January, February because of the repair and all these things. Of course, the repair is done for the safety of the dam so that whatever leakage, crack are there is minimized. That is there. We kept the water thinking of the dry season and we were apprehensive of that maybe there will be some shortage of power because these are coming from our powerhouses. If one unit is down, either our own utility or the central utility through which we purchase power, then this will cause many problems. So that's why those water was there. Now the question is that as we kept water there, okay, then what happens if rain comes? So all water will be spill over. We'll have to remove the gate immediately to give the water. Now we generate whatever is required for us, we have generated, and whatever is not required, if we just keep like that or flush the water out, what benefit we get? So that's why it is there. It is not harmful if we sell some power, we have resource to buy back power also. And it is done transparently through Indian Energy Exchange. So there is nothing to worry and all these things.
Meghalaya Legislative Assembly ni opposition dalgapa Dr. Mukul Sangma, Northeastern Hill University yung ingapa obostani bidingo namat pulna, Union aro adokni sorkarirangko apsandonnime gisik matsrame chanchi e jakudina aganangaha. Maina ia obosarangko ruta somaina donchipode, institutionna namjawa, aro mukangchi namgijagipa bimingkoba man·gen. Wanake Dr. Sangmani aganani gitade, nehuo ong·enggipa obosta, studentrangna san niknikani aro rusianiko ra·baja, indiba university mikim rasongkoba gimata ine aganangaha.
It is the job of the state government as well as the union government to sit together and find out all those irritants which probably is the reason for whatever is happening. It is not something which is really pleasant to discuss even, because from what I hear from all sides. Therefore, delay in resolving has lots of negative ramification, uncertainty for the students, and the overall reputation, and it has its own resultant ramification on the branding and name and fame of this, I must say, a university of which we used to take pride, Northeast Hill University. Is it not a university which we should be proud of? Therefore, is it not necessary for the government, both the state and union government, to resolve this issue? It is their responsibility. They must do it. How they do it, how it should be done, I don't want to elaborate, because it is somehow not very pleasant. Therefore, it is urged upon both the union government and the state government to ensure that this problem is resolved once for all, and the name and fame of the university is not allowed to be defaced.
Meghalaya Legislative Assembly na opposition dalgapa Dr. Mukul Sangmani skrubar salo aganani gitade, international sima arirango biaprangko bangbang ong edona nangja ni rakken aganangaha. Wanake uni yarangko aganani de, asongo aro songsal baksana, tangga baiseni gita warasakaniko dakani bidingo, adida jajingna nangani obosarang sokengani geman ong-enga.
Talking about geopolitics. Now geopolitics overall, these are all subject to be handled by Government of India. I am sure that Government of India is seized with this whole situation, with this whole development unfolding. And state has only the responsibility of sharing the inputs, sharing the concern. But at the end of the day, the overall responsibility of dealing with all the issues pertaining to geopolitics, international affairs, bilateral affairs between the sovereign countries, it is best dealt by Government of India. But we will have the need to flag the concerns. We should flag the concerns. I am sure the state government must have flagged the concerns, because now, as I heard, during this kind of situation, if there is a smuggling taking place, going on across the international border, it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. At this juncture, when you have this kind of prevailing geopolitical challenges, that's why that issue of that few trucks carrying areca nut, which has been spotted by some people, including your friends from media, it is a matter of concern. It is a matter of concern. Therefore, Government of India must be alerted on this. Government of India then should crack the whip, including asking the states to pull up their shocks, while aggregating the state of both Government of India and all other authorities. See, those things have always been taken up with Government of India. We have unfortunately been referring to the international border in as far as Indo-Bangla border is concerned as the porous border, porous international border. No international border should be porous for the security reasons, for economic security, for social security, and for national security. From all this perspective, no international border should be porous.
Opposition dalgapa Dr. Mukul Sangma, Sorkarini All Party Rail Committee ni bidingos nganiko dakangaha, aro yan TMC Party ni ye committee dongkugin ma ongkatkin ni bidingos nganibong uskainga. Wanaki ya All Party Committee Voice of the People's Party aro Congress Party de bak manpajawa ne batangamun somayon aganangaha, ndaki Daudiyano, All India Trinamool Congress sa nagsengbat-kabong uskainga.
Therefore, the whole discussion must be designed in such a way, and therefore, the overall approach must be discussed with the political parties. You cannot directly call everybody and make us a part of that discussion. What is preventing the government to call the leaders of these political parties first and discuss? But they have chosen to send letters that send a nominee. They will go and discuss what? What are the parameters? What are those areas of concern? How will be the approach? Now, political parties cannot be there in a discussion with the civil society organizations when you don't have a complete clarity on the approach of the government itself. It is necessary for us to really understand the need of discussion at different levels with different people. Then try to understand. Maybe some advice will come from many of us. I think the approach should be this. I think the areas of concern is this. So maybe if these areas of concern are dealt with and how we deal with those concerns. So, this is how it should be done. To utilize, I suggested the government in the assembly that utilize the services of all who are available. We are equally responsible for the name and fame of the state. We are equally responsible for the progress and prosperity of the state. This is what the civil society organizations say. What does the civil society organization say? They say that they are not against any developmental initiative. But, there's a rider. So what are those riders? Have we not been confronted by those riders? I have been confronted, we have been confronted, we have faced it. But these riders are there. And the magnitude of concern, it's a question of trust and lack of it. Let me be blunt. It is a question of trust and lack of it. So I have reasons to believe that the whole civil society organizations today do not have trust in the government. Yes, this is my, it is not presumption. It is my conclusion based on my own analysis.
Dalni khoborang de yarangsan, khoborang ni gaman nambate winas kinchmode, Meghalaya News24.com oni ko ni nagta mangen, sakanti ko ni sohani na matela.